We see in the middle of our mind a little ball of golden light. And we watch this light as it begins to grow larger and larger. Until now it covers the entire inner vision of our mind. And we stand within this space of light, within this sacred circle of infinite love. And we allow the Holy Spirit of God to pour forth upon us, that every cell and aspect of our being might be awakened to the truth of who we are. That we are beings of pure light and pure love. You are a being of total innocence, and nothing that you have ever done changes that fact. You are created perfect, and nothing that you have ever done changes that fact. You are created eternal, and the death of the physical body does not change that fact. You are created with infinite brilliance and infinite creativity and infinitely divine. And nothing changes that fact. And now call to mind a person whose behavior has upset you in some way. Someone you are tempted to judge, someone you feel has hurt you, betrayed you, wronged you. And as you think of this person, allow yourself to consider this. That person was created by God, and he or she was created perfect. He or she is infinitely divine, and nothing that they have done and nothing that you think about them changes that fact. They are infinite love, and no mistake that they have ever made can change that fact. They were created by God eternal, and nothing, no physical death can change that fact. They are infinitely innocent, for thus they were created by God. And no mistake on their part changes that fact. And now in this moment, do nothing but simply be willing to see the innocence in your brother, to see beyond his or her mistake, that you might see him or her as God sees that person. Allow the veil of illusion, the realm of their mistakes, to dissolve. For their mistake and yours was merely a cover, a veil before the truth of who you are. Atone in this moment for any mistake that you know you made. Any place where in anger, in fear, in defensiveness, in confusion, you said or did something that set off a chain of events a cause that created effects which produced suffering in you or someone else. Place in the hands of God what you did. Admit it and acknowledge. Atone in your heart. And allow the Holy Spirit now, reflecting God's infinite mercy, to undo the consequences of your mistake. That where you are in pain and conflict, you shall know peace. And take your judgments of your brother, your focus on what he or she did to you, and be willing to place those thoughts and those feelings of hurt in the hands of God. And be willing in this moment to see the innocence in your brother, to look with mercy on your brother as God looks with mercy on you. And thus be free, saved from the fires of your inner hell, the self-hatred, the blame, all the emotions that arise from our belief in guilt. As the Spirit of God now helps us to see through the guilt to the innocence beyond. Feel the unburdening of your heart, the softening of your mind, the gentleness of your spirit as you lay down your arms, no longer in anger towards yourself or others, no longer in blame towards yourself or others. For on this night, you remember who you are. The light of God, here with one purpose, to remember the light in others that you might remember the light in yourself. To see the light in others that you might see the light in yourself. To know who others are. To know who you are. To know that level where they are one with you, and thus know God, and thus know peace. If there is any situation or any person where the pain still feels so deep that you are not yet totally unburdened, put the situation, the relationship in the hands of the Holy Spirit now, and know that He shall accompany you on the sacred journey out of pain, and back to peace. And so it is, we all say.